Hello, peace. Welcome to another episode of R2 Sports Talk. Real fan, a real talk. Hopefully, you guys are doing fine. You guys are doing fantastic. Hopefully, you guys had a wonderful Easter weekend. Uh, with family, with friends, with loved ones. So yeah, guys. So we're gonna start this week's episode with NHL playoffs hockey. Postseason has begun, and my beloved New Jersey Devils are in the mix. But they got their ass handed to them by the Hurricanes. We lost 4-1. Not a good look on game one. Defense wasn't there, but offense wasn't there either. So we'll see what happens on game two. We're still playing a Hurricane home. By the time you guys see this video, game two should be on. So just give me a heads up on that. I'm just saying. But we still have a few games to go, so we'll see. The Devils could pull this off. See what happens. I hope so. Now going to our soccer segment of the show. Let's start with Liga Uno Peru, where Alianza Lima beat 1-0 to Chancas FC. This was a good win for Alianza Lima, especially coming after the draw in Copa Libertadores, which it was emotional. We were down 2-0, came back and draw. Man, nothing but heart. But yeah, it's a good one for Alianza Lima versus Chancas, 1-0. We're in top 3 position in the standings right now, early on the season still, but it's a good look for Alianza Lima. It's definitely a good look. Now continuing with soccer, now let's go to the Bundesliga, where Bayern Munich totally destroyed Heidenheim, 4-0. This was just a one-sided, and this was a lot better to see after we got eliminated from UEFA Champions League. Even though we won the game, we didn't win the game on the global number. So it is what it is. We got eliminated, so there goes the UEFA dream. And but what can we do? But it looks like we are going to win the Bundesliga title, so that's pretty cool. Now I'm going to our Formula One segment of the show. Actually, the motorsport segment of the show. Sorry about that. With Formula One, the Saudi Arabia Grand Prix, it happened this past weekend, where Oscar Crybaby Piastri won. Simple as that. Max Verstappen with Red Bull finished second. Charles Leclerc with Ferrari finished third. And Yuki Tsunoda didn't finish the race. Actually, in the first lap, in turn 3 or 4, he got hit by Carlos Sainz. No, it wasn't by Carlos Sainz, sorry. By Pierre Gasly, and it hit the back. He hit the back on the wall. The car was drivable, but it couldn't race. So that was the end of his race. And he had potential because he finished 7th in qualifiers. So that was really interesting. That was crazy. But again, Oscar Piastri crying again and complaining. I'm like, oh, they should give me the race. Oh, why Lando is in front of me? He's messing up my race. I'm like, bro, if you wanted to beat Lando, because Lando was first. Simple as that. But then they call him to box. And then that messed up Lando's race. Literally. Lando finished I think in top 5. If not, he would have won. But again, Oscar's developing this little whining thing, started since last season. When he's telling, McLaren, I'm like, oh, I was in the league, and this guy's in the league now. So Lando had to switch with Oscar, because Oscar had 20 seconds behind. I'm like, dude, you got 20 laps. You want to be on first place? Make it up. But he did it. So he's a whiner. He's becoming like a whiner right now. So yeah, I'm not liking him. He's a whining little kid. So yeah. But again, hey, he won. Well, he won. That shouldn't be Lando Norris. That's all I have to say. Simple as that. Now I'm going to wrestling, a professional wrestling segment. We had a professional wrestling this past weekend. It was WrestleMania 49. It was split on 2 nights, night 1 and night 2. So let's start with night 1. I'm not going to do all the matches because it was a lot of matches. It was 14 matches overall between the 2 nights. I'm just gonna do the matches that I thought it was good, because all the matches were not good. We're gonna start with night one. 3 out of the 7 matches were good. Overall, it was an okay night, nothing crazy. Tiffany Stratton defended the title against Charlotte. That was a good match. My hats off to Tiffy time, because that's the match I think that she needed to solidify her reign as champion. She looked amazing. She looked good, strong, determined. But Charlotte looked off. Danny, she can't compete anymore. As the way she was competing before that knee surgery, she's not up to that level. I don't know if she ever will be. Maybe not anytime soon. Maybe she gets another year of rehab. She looks slow, sluggish. Fear of tweaking the knee again. But yet, congratulations to Tiffy time. Another match that it was good. It was LA Knight versus Jacob Fatu. Jacob Fatu won. That's crazy. But now what are they going to do with LA Knight? Because again, he lost it after he won it from Logan Paul. He won the U.S. Championship. Then he lost it to Shinsuke. He won it back from Shinsuke. And now after a month, he lost it already to Jacob Fatu. Nothing against Jacob Fatu. I'm like, great wrestler. I know him from not know him, but I've been following him since MLW. Him and Contra were fantastic, and he was the most dominant champion, and he was one of the best big men out there. But what are they going to do with LA Knight now? Are they going to give him a big push for a title? For a championship title? Another championship title? So we'll see. I don't know. And then the match that was actually pretty surprising. It was okay as performance was, but the surprise was Seth Rollins beating Reigns and CM Punk in night one, and Paul Heyman betraying both of them. Which it was a little like, I'm like, okay, how are we going to spice this up? But to actually see it happening, it was interesting. So not like it was going to happen. But yeah, night one was okay. Again, 3 out of 7 matches. The rest of the matches to me, they were garbage. But again, to each his own. My humble opinion. Now I'm going to night 2. Night 2 had, again, 7 matches. 4 of the matches were okay. Were good, actually. They were good matches. I'm not going to front. It was a much better night than night 1. One of the 4 matches that I thought it was really good, it was Bianca Belair versus Io Sky and Rhea Ripley for the title. Io Sky surprising winning against those 2 other powerhouses. One heck of a match. It was really good. I'm like, I will have to say this: the women matches in this year's WrestleMania, they were better than all the men matches. Simple as that. People are gonna say, I'm like, again, I've been watching wrestling sometime. I've been watching WWE wrestling for a hot minute, and the women matches were the better matches in this pay-per-view. Another match that was really good. It was Damian Priest versus McIntyre. That match was brutal. It was raw. I know both of those guys right now, they're on therapy, ice bath. Because, man, that was a brutal match. And congratulations to McIntyre, winning that match. So let's see what happens. Are they going to do like another match after this? What are they going to do with this now afterwards? Another match that was crazy. It was actually pretty good and a surprise ending to me. And I think to a lot of fans. It was for the IC title. Braun Breaker versus Penta versus Baylor versus Dirty Dom. And Dirty Dom winning that match, I was like, wow. And pinning Balor for the title, it was crazy. But again, he got a lot of love from the fans in Vegas. Like, if his pop was one of the biggest. One of the biggest of Mania. Simple as that. So I'm like, those t-shirt sales are going to go crazy. Actually, you know what? Yeah. And another match that it was surprising, it wasn't good. You know what? 3 matches were good out of 7 matches of Mania again. I'm just realizing. It was a surprise appearance for Randy Orton, his opponent, since, Kevin Owens made you get healthy well, dude. he got a neck injury and he won't be able to compete until further in the future. Nobody knows if he's ever gonna come back. Hopefully he does. Like say, so his replacement was Joe Hendrick, and I'm like, okay, his power was amazing, fan reaction was great, but it was a squash match against Hendrick. I'm like, not even 5 minutes. It made no sense. Like Randy Orton just squashed the TNA championship. So I'm like, so now what that makes him look like and TNA as an organization look like? Horrible booking. It was bad. If you were gonna put that match, have him Randy Orton win. Okay, fine, no problem. But don't make it into a squash match. Don't make Joe Hendry look that bad. Simple as that. And WWE did. They already did it with Jordan Grace when she competed in WWE, and now they're doing it with Hendrick. Again, it was a bad look, horrible. Whoever put that match together, that she got kicked out. And yeah, so WrestleMania, from me, gets a C plus, C rating. It wasn't that good. It's just overhyped like always. It's sad WWE is truly falling down, but it is what it is. So yeah, guys, that was this week's episode. I hope you guys liked it. You can do me a huge favor. You can like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. It helps me tremendously with the YouTube algorithm. And I'll see you guys next week. Nothing but love.